You're now going to do the mastering, and this will add your professional level sheen to the whole production that you've done. Now, maybe to simplify this, we'll break it into two parts, because often one has written a collection of songs, often put onto a CD, and so I want to touch on a couple of points to do with mastering of the overall CD, the overall song collection, and some points that would be related to the mastering of the individual song. The main real purpose here, when thinking simply, is just to ensure that no matter what kind of equipment your song is played on, or no matter what the volume it's played at, on the radio or on the device you're using to play it, it's always going to sound great. Now, with regard to mastering the overall CD, things that are focused on are making the volume of the individual songs on the CD of broadly a uniform volume level, so that you don't have one song starting artificially too softly and another way too loudly. Also, in mastering the overall CD, one focuses on the overall cohesiveness of how the total CD sounds, and part of that can even be such a small detail at times as making sure that the spacing between the two of the songs is equal to the spacing between another two songs on the CD. So these are some general thoughts of the specifics that have to do with mastering for the song and mastering for the overall CD. Another aspect of mastering, or perhaps another way of looking at mastering, is it's essentially a way of increasing the volume of the songs without creating distortion and without losing the dynamic range of what's going on in the song. In other words, when you're increasing the overall volume through mastering, you should make very sure that you don't spoil a soft part that then acts onto a crescendo, and therefore you would have soft and loud parts, and you wouldn't just create one homogenized mush. A couple of the tools that are especially used in mastering are equalization and compression. But I have to emphasize that really in mastering there's absolutely no substitute for experience, and a good deal of that experience is in knowing how to listen. Be able to listen to virtually every aspect of the music and very subtly change the music to bring the best out of it. So it's really very, very important to understand that in addition to technology and tools such as compression and equalization, a critical part of mastering is knowledge and experience of music, having listened to a lot of music, and then being able to use that listening power to make subtle changes that really do produce that professional sheen, that really do make the product absolutely great. One last note that I'd like to make is that you've now produced these brilliant songs, and if you really do intend to become a songwriter, you may want to consider copywriting. In fact, you will want to consider copywriting your material to protect your intellectual property. One further step you can also take is to go ahead and trademark the name of your band so that you can use that trademark when it comes to commerce as it would relate to public performance and also sales over the internet.